Hello everyone, Kaplo here. I did the math about Dash Pistol so you don't have to. I will explain the optimal order of items to go for. If you are not familiar, we have two items that interact positively with Teklo Plasma Pistol. First, we have Induction Chamber that you can use to give your pistol go again and attack another time. The second item is the Plasma Purifier. It modifies the weapon to have one extra attack. With that said, now let's look at some numbers so we can understand the optimal order you should get your items. The math can be a bit boring, so I did it for you. Feel free to pause the video while I show the data, because I quickly go over it. First, let's look at the damage you can do with those items. For example, from this picture you can see that with 2 induction chambers and 1 plasma purifier you can do 9 damage. And for you math nerds, here is the equation. Another thing to consider is how many resources you need to fully use your items in the arena. As for the example we used before, with 2 chambers and 1 purifier, to use them fully you need 6 resources. Here is another table that shows the maximum amount of damage that you can output with how many resources. Let me highlight the damage you can do with blue cards in your hand. I want to point out that with 6 resources, you only do 1 less damage with only 1 less item. I promise, here are the last 2 tables of data so we can understand the optimal build for Dash. Here we see how much damage per resource you are dealing. Going back to the 2 chambers and 1 purifier example, you deal 1.5 damage per resource. Lastly, we can see how much damage per item we are doing. In our example, it's going to be 3. Let's look at the last 2 tables. You want to maximize the damage per item while maximizing the damage per resource. And this is the order of items to grab. You want to start your game with Induction Chamber because it gives you the best damage. Following that, Plasma Purifier is better because maximizes the resources. The third item you want to grab is Induction Chamber number 2, because it deals more damage per item. And as we saw in the max damage table, it's more item efficient. After that, we are going to grab the second and third purifier. And lastly, the last induction chamber. Summarizing, we start with induction chamber, and then the order is purifier, chamber, purifier, purifier, chamber. I hope you enjoyed this strategy and theory video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.